What's Up Warsaw?
It's the What's Up Warsaw show. All of the upcoming events around the county with the Warsaw Chamber of Commerce. Now, on to the show.
And welcome to Benton County Enterprise TV. I'm Mac Vorce with the Warsaw Chamber of Commerce. What's up, Warsaw? Lots of stuff has been going on, and we are coming out of a huge Halloween hoopla. But other cool stuff has been happening, and it's about out at the school. I talked a little bit about it last week, and that's why I got Scott James here today. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, first time on What's Up Warsaw. Won't be the last time, though. We have some really cool stuff going on out at the school.
Right now there's a lot of stuff going on. We've got a group that I think you've already talked about a little bit that's part of that CSEP group.
Yeah, CSEP. Okay, so back up a little bit. What is exactly, I kind of explained as kind of a roadmap, but what is CSEP?
CSEP, it actually stands for, in education we absolutely love acronyms. So it is the Continuous School Improvement Plan, and it is a roadmap basically to guide a lot of the decisions we make as a school district.
Yeah, and now the acronyms, they actually had a ledger of how many acronyms are in what we were going through. I would have been lost, you know. Some of it is just real quick, and it's like, wait, I don't mind asking, what does that exactly mean?
Yeah, we said the word DESE a lot too, which is the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education, which are the ones that kind of help and push us to do that. It's always been a plan and always been something that you should have in place, and we've had one here before, so it's nothing that's really brand new to us, but it's something we need to refresh every once in a while.
And it's very, very important. You know, the city of Warsaw is very successful. Randy Pogue, the mayor, the city council, if they didn't go back to the master plan and look at it again, you become stagnant. You really do. Everything just kind of, okay, we made it. You know, the Corps of Engineers right now are looking at our area and redoing their master plan. So it's really good. It's a good look in the mirror too, isn't it?
It's a great look because you're able to see where you've been and where you need to go and some of the gaps and holes. Of course, we've got lots of gaps and holes because of COVID in education right now.
Right.
So filling those has been a huge help to us and being able to figure out where we need to go and what's the great things we're doing, what's the things we need to work on, and what's some things that we can improve pretty quickly.
What I really liked, you know, because information is the power, right, was the survey information. Okay, so you guys had surveys out to the parents, to the students, and to faculty, like all of the faculty, right?
Yes, it was every faculty member, and those surveys were fantastic.
They really were.
And I appreciate everybody that went out there and did those because we use that data and we use that information, good, bad, or indifferent. Yeah. It was awesome to have that information.
Yeah, it's like looking in the mirror and seeing your hair messed up. We don't have that problem. But you know, it's like, wow, this is who we are. This is where we're at right now. And now we have a wrap-up meeting coming up for this on the 10th.
Yes, and hopefully we focused on the mission statement. We actually already had that. We did the vision statement in the group and we did belief statements, and now we're focusing on the SMART goals and the action steps. Yeah. And we actually were two different groups when we focused on some of the SMART goals and kind of looked at them, and you guys started looking at the action statements, and we're going to get together and kind of build off of that in this last one.
And this is not just a small group, you guys. First night, 28 people in the room. Second meeting, I think there was like 32 to 35 in the room. And what I liked about it, a couple of students are in the room. Yep. And it's interesting how the conversation changes when the students, who you're accountable to, are in the room and you actually hear what they are hearing and seeing too.
Yeah, and it's fantastic to hear those students and what they do, and then to hear them talk about the staff talking about what their goals are. It's kind of back and forth, and it's one of those, even add the community. I know we've had quite a few community members that are in there too that have been excited about that opportunity, and just great information and great cooperation between all of us that's in the room.
Yeah. So you guys, there are a lot of people out there that are working very hard right now, so that the next 3 to 5 years, that's about these plans, and you got to go back, because once you start hitting the goals, you gotta step back and go, now where are we going?
Yeah.
So the next 3 to 5 we're really focusing in on. You know, it's interesting to think of it that way, because now you're talking about how is this going to affect the 7th and 8th graders that are going to be working through these next several years.
Correct, and those plans also drive all your other plans. Like, we need to focus on a long-term facility plan. We need to focus on basically our curriculum, and all of this comes from this plan alone, and you can dive off of what's most important for the district to focus on.
Yeah, it's a fantastic time out there. The conversations, you can just hear the excitement in the room. What I really like about it is pretty soon you start seeing a lot of like thoughts starting to merge. We have these breakout groups, everyone talks, here, let's work on this, let's work on this, and then we all read off everything, and then it's like, hey, wait, I'm getting ready to say that too. Oh, wait, they just said what I'm gonna say. Yep. So it's really cool to see that it starts to pull the group together in a really cool dynamic, and for a great success.
Yeah, I'm the 7th table. I think I'm the very last table, and I think when we got to the I forget which one we were working on, but I go ditto to everything that you got, because basically everybody's already hit everything that's on our list. You just worded it a little bit differently.
Yeah,
so,
it's really cool. And that was Dr.
Kevin Daniels.
Kevin Daniels, sorry. Yeah. I said it right last week. Interesting fella.
Yeah.
It brings a lot of excitement to the room.
Yeah, he's an energetic man. He was actually a principal. Actually, Eric
Rynerston, McDonald's.
It's one of his former principals. So it's pretty neat that you kind of start getting all those connections in education. And he's a former principal, former assistant superintendent, very good guy. Matter of fact, we're looking at possibly even bringing him to talk to the entire staff when we get done with the CSAP. So that's kind of in the works. We're trying to work out the details. So hopefully that'll be
that's really cool. Something else you guys do are the continuous learning, or I don't know exactly what you guys call it right now, but where all the teachers get together.
Yeah, our professional development days.
There we go.
Yeah, and we've actually got one coming up here pretty soon here in November, and we've actually sent out the email I think yesterday to the staff, and it's jam-packed full of a lot of information, stuff that we need to work on. Evaluate, which is a program that we use to help assess our students to know where we're at and know what we need to do. And there's a lot of different education we're going on with some de-escalation that we're working on as well. And there's lots of things that the teachers work on Monday when we have those professional development days. We're not sitting there talking to each other.
Right. I got to go to one of them. About when it all first started, and it was so cool, because now you have all the first grade and second grade teachers from both sides, north and south, in the same room, talking the same stuff, and so on and so forth, all the way throughout all the grades.
And that's what's been fantastic. We actually added a new math curriculum this year, and they have been doing stuff together. So when North and South have meetings with our N2 math group, they're doing that together.
Yeah.
So that we hopefully will have some of those consistencies, both North School and South School, so when they come to middle school, they're hearing the same
thing. They're already hearing the same thing, right. Yeah. And that was one of the words that came out of our program, was unity. Bringing everybody in the whole school district together as one, mentally and physically and emotionally.
Exactly, yeah, you said it perfectly. I don't really know if I could add any more to that. It's perfect.
All right, so we will keep you updated on how this goes. Would love to hear how the staff takes the plans once you guys have a big meeting. The teachers would love to hear Mr. Daniels talk. You just can't get enough of it. It's like, oh my God.
He's amazing, because he remembers names very quickly.
Yeah. Well, he has a pattern. I notice he has a pattern. I like right when you first start walking in the room, but he uses that name over and over and over again. And at the end of the deal, when he's calling up, oh, hey, Megan, how's it? my gosh, how did he remember?
Yeah.
So I wonder if the football plays will actually come out of that too.
Yeah, well, I believe that Matt Dove, because I was up interviewing with him last week after the football game, I heard him goes, maybe this is where that scrambled eggs play is going to come in today, and so it was hilarious. It's one of those We tried to say what happens to CSET meeting stays in the CSET meeting on the silent conversations, but that one did not survive.
Yeah, that did.
It got out pretty quick.
It's pretty funny. We're not going to give away the secret how it came out yet. If they use it, then we'll give props to the right people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, big game coming up, too. I know the voice, Mr. Adam Howe, will be talking to Coach Boyer soon, but this is not the normal football game, so there are some changes for this one.
Correct. It is district semifinals. Now you're in a win or go home. You started that last week, but Misha allows us to still do our normal passes. This one is not normal. This one's no passes accepted. It's basically run through Misha. It's $6 to get in. So
okay.
No quarterback club.
No quarterback club this week. The tailgate party, it's not going on. And if you have a season pass, it's not honored on this one because it goes all to Misha.
Yeah, basically we run all the finances through Misha, and so that's how that works. And,
nice.
And so it gives Boyer some more work to do because after he gets done coaching, he's got to do the 80 stuff where he's got to send all those reports in. But, but it's one of those, we are now technically all in the playoffs and we're ready to roll.
Yeah,
so.
Well, I'm wishing everybody good luck on that one. That's going to be an awesome game. Then right around the corner next week is the Veterans Day. And this is a huge ceremony for you guys, isn't it?
Yeah, it's huge. It's been huge. I mean, I was here previous and it was big back then. And this is an interesting time for our students to be able to kind of look back in history and then be able to see what that's produced.
Yeah.
And it's a great ceremony. It starts at 9 o'clock. So I hope that all the veterans that are out there can come and join us. We try to do it in a time that they can get to some of the other ceremonies that usually happen around lunchtime or 11 o'clock.
11.
Yeah.
Reading of the Waters. Reading of the Waters, 11, at 11, down in the harbor too. So, yeah, it's really cool because you bring the whole student body in, don't you?
Well, sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. This year, I believe, due to the fact we've also got the play that's on the 12th and the 13th. The stage right now has got all their stuff on it. So we really don't, our capacity in the high school is kind of a little bit limited. So I believe we're allowing them to stream in, so the North School and South School can stream in and see it. But we really don't have the space per se. By the time you put the middle school and high school in there, and the veterans, now you're running out of a lot of space.
All right, so then the play is that weekend, right? 12th and 13th?
12th and 13th. They're actually doing 3 shows. They're doing 2 shows on Saturday. They're doing I believe, 2 o'clock and a 7 o'clock. And then I think Sundays at 2 o'clock as well. Nice.
And the posters for the show, I'm telling you guys, this looks like Broadway stuff. It really does. Top notch. Who came up with the ads for that? Do you know?
Yeah, I have no idea. We have got so many kids that are talented, and then we've got some other staff members that are very talented with that. I don't even know.
Well, props to you. Yeah. Serious, because I'm telling you, I got to go to one of the Broadway shows. Well, it was just off Broadway with Matthew Broderick, taller than a dwarf. It was awesome. Yeah. But I'm telling you, these posters brought me right back to there. It was really, really cool.
Yeah, as you say, there's been a lot of kids that have been pretty excited about it. So I'm excited. I haven't picked what day and time I'm going to go to which one of. I was telling somebody the other day, I try to figure out, okay, the first show they're a little nervous, so I don't know if I want to go to that one. Maybe want to go to the middle one, but by the third one, sometimes they've either got it figured out or they're slap happy. One of the two.
Right, yeah.
So it's one of those, I think it's called Once Upon a Mattress.
Yeah. Well,
so I'm kind of interested to see how all that plays out on it. So.
Yeah, it'll be a very good time. So the school is so dang active right now. It's great to see the plays. Mr. Johns was my theater teacher. He asked me not to come back in the 10th grade, and I still showed up. He made me a tech student instead, because I knew how to put a door in a wall, and I wasn't afraid to go up on the man lift. But he was like, "You're not good at this, Vorce. Please don't come back." And I'm like, "I gotta keep trying." Now look at what we do. I was like, "I just want to learn how to talk to people." Actually, I used to be shy and quiet.
Really?
Yeah.
That's shock. I've known you for a long time, but I've never would put those words with you.
Yeah, I know. Not anymore. It's hilarious. All right. So it's his first time back, or first time in, but not the last time. We'll do school updates every month.
That works. Yeah, as I think we've got it scheduled, we're going to try to do it right at the beginning of the month. It works out well, because our board meetings are usually near the end of the month, so it'll be able to give you a good update on what's going on.
Yeah, well, fantastic. Anything else you want to add for today?
No, I'm glad to be back home. I know I've said that multiple times, but I am extremely happy to be back, and I think I said it at halftime. And I think it was prodded by Mr. Dove, but you know, my goal is to finish my career here.
Nice.
So, and that's at least 10 years, could be more, but that's my goal.
Yeah. Well, thank you. We appreciate it. It's great to have someone vested into the community. It really takes some strong people to make these changes. And I love the positivity that's coming out already about everything. It's a very exciting time for the Warsaw School District, so thank you very much for coming by.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to tell you about some stuff happening this weekend and next weekend. Be right back.
J&D Pharmacy Home Medical Supply is a locally owned and operated pharmacy. Our pharmacists and pharmacy technicians will provide you with the personal service you deserve. We are a full-service home medical equipment company and accept Medicare, Medicaid, and most commercial insurance. Stop by our pharmacy drive-up window, where we have 2 convenient lanes located in the rear of the building. We look forward to serving you now and in the future with all of your health needs. J&D Pharmacy Home Medical Supply. People helping people.
And welcome back to Benton County Enterprise TV. We have a huge weekend going on this weekend. The Butterfield gravel bike race is back again. This is the third? I think the third one. Yeah, Tyler's shaking his head, so he's agreeing.
I think so.
Yeah. Butterfield's stage experience was something that we put back together a few years ago. And my theory is always, if you want people talking about it, you have to do stuff with it. So special events are very important just for the advertising of our trail system. The Butterfield Stagecoach, downtown Warsaw, was one of the stops. Reeser Funeral Home was the actual stop, and there's a stone in the courthouse lawn, a monument. It looks like a tombstone, but it's a monument for the stagecoach route. We linked 27 main streets together through 9 different counties, working very close with the Missouri Bike Federation. Jen Bradshaw of the Truman Lake Adventure Club, she was the first one to go and ride it. Rode with a GPS, checking all the calls and everything. Worked out really well. Since that time, we've had many of travelers through our community, and people from all over Missouri know about this. It is 257 miles long from Jeff City down to Springfield. This weekend, we will be staging up in Lincoln at Hare Field. The riders, we have a few different mileages that they can ride. We have an 11, we have a 25, we have a 40, and then a 65, and we have kids racing going on right in the park. So if you have little ones, just want to get involved with some cycling, want to check it out, come out and see it. 7 to 9 is a breakfast going on, biscuits and gravy, some fruit, muffins, coffee, hot chocolate, some juice, that kind of stuff. Riders take off at 9 and 9:15. We have 2 waves that are going out. The 25 will go up to Lincoln, from Lincoln to Cold Camp and back. The 11-mile one is just a nice roundabout. It's a challenging 11. This is not the Katy Trail. This is not flat ground. Anywhere around Benton County isn't flat. So they will be challenged. But the 40 and the 60, the 40 goes all the way from Lincoln to Colcamp to Ionia. And then you'll be taking a long gravel ride down crossover Highway C just outside of Lincoln. And we have a stop at the Barefoot Acres. It's a new place it's not open yet, but it'll be for lodging. They'll have some cabins and that type of stuff. So this will be great for bike travelers or just travelers in general. It goes all the way out to T Highway around Tebow Point and then comes back into Lincoln for the 60. Stop by Truman Lake Marine is the final station where they get supplies, and then they head back in. This year we decided that we were going to really make the finish extremely hard. Yes, we did that too. It is hard. They will be climbing. Most of the elevation gain is within the last 15-20 miles. So it is going to be interesting. We're expecting right around that 50 riders, maybe 60. The weather looks like it's really shaping up for a fine weekend. So we really want to thank the Lincoln Chamber of Commerce and the City of Lincoln. They're really helping out the Benton County Road District, that crew. After the rains last week, they went out and gussied it all up. So we are looking super sweet. So thank you to all those folks that make that kind of stuff happen. Just going to be an amazing weekend. So if you want to come and see some stuff, we'll have some food trucks at Hare Park also throughout the day. So lots of food out there. Kids bike racing at 11 o'clock. So if you got a toddler, there's no charge for this. If you got a middle schooler that just wants to come out and try, like what we do with our mountain bike crew, the Warsaw Wildcats and Truman Lake Racing, just come out and get a taste of what cycling's all about and hear some cool stories. I might have a couple. What do you think, Tyler?
Probably got a few up your sleeve.
Alright, so then next weekend we have New Breed Wrestling coming back to Warsaw. It's a fine show, very family friendly, off the top rope fun, as I always like to say. It is going to be a good time. Money Mike and his champion Doctors In is coming back to defend the title. It is going to be a good time. I do have tickets right down at the community building at the office. Ringside seats are 20 bucks. And general admission is $13. They will have some concessions there. We really want to thank Rollin' Perfections for helping make this happen. They love this kind of stuff. So if you need a good roof or some rebuilding or some painting, get a hold of Mike and Shauna Barker at Rollin' Perfections. You can call up the office and get the number, or go on our Facebook page or their Facebook page, and they are posting up stuff all the time. So it's very easy to find Rollin' Perfection. Gun and Knife Show this weekend too. Out at the Legion, it looked like. You know, and then with the district's games, you know, it's a full weekend this weekend, you guys. So we really appreciate you guys coming by. Glad that we can have Scott James here and get updated with the school again, and really become a part of the everything that's going on out there. We really appreciate you. Thanks for coming by, and we'll see you later.
This has been a BCE TV production. Thank you for watching.